The thought is on repeat. I need to write. Yet, you place everything before your writing and you add more responsibilities to your plate. Extra work tasks, more volunteer responsibilities, and just one more trip. All good things, but they serve as a distraction from your writing. Now, the true and challenging question is, why are you adding so much to your plate instead of taking time to just write? Hey scholar, if you're new here, I am Dr. Dana, a dissertation writing coach who supports doctoral scholars who feel overwhelmed to start writing again with a mindset, a strategy, and an execution framework to move you from stuck to writing again so that you can complete your dissertation. In this video, I'm going to share 3 places where most doctoral scholars get stuck and how to fix them. Let's go. I recently met with a doctoral scholar who honestly admitted that she was avoiding dissertation writing by taking on more professional responsibilities, agreeing to every opportunity to meet up with friends, and finding projects around the house, things like organizing her closet, updating her writing space, and even cleaning out the refrigerator. Now, none of these activities are inherently bad. Meet up with friends. Add to your professional responsibilities. Even take time to clean out your refrigerator. But when those added activities take away from your writing time, they serve as a distraction from your writing and really create a barrier to your progress. And what she recognized through our conversations, that adding more to her plate actually gave her a reason to avoid her writing. As a dissertation writing coach, I have the opportunity to engage with amazing doctoral scholars. And when I ask, how is your dissertation writing journey going so far? There are 2 themes that are on repeat: overwhelm and uncertainty of the process. Overwhelm can look like navigating program expectations, juggling the number of tasks that you have to complete, trying to figure out where even to start, and the invisible deadlines, which somehow are both real and elusive. Uncertainty can look like you questioning whether you are good enough. Uncertainty can also look like questioning if you will ever finish. So, scholar, let's talk a few stats. Research suggests that about 50% of doctoral students experience emotional and psychological distress that result in feelings of discouragement, burnout, and anxiousness. And oftentimes, that distress is heightened for folks in marginalized communities, people of color, women of color, Black women, where academia is that space where we feel isolated. We may even harbor feelings of lucky to be here and fall into that trap of proving that we belong. In my support of doctoral scholars, I've identified 3 pieces of a puzzle that, when locked together, move their writing forward: the mindset, the strategy, and the execution. So let's talk mindset. Mindset includes embodying your scholar identity and your scholar voice. Your strategy is the process for knowing what to write and how to actually write it. And execution is a plan for knowing what and when to write, even when life gets busy. So what does it actually look like to implement those pieces of the puzzle to move your writing forward? Let's talk mindset. You're going to take a moment to identify the limiting belief And after you've identified that limiting belief, you're going to replace it with an empowering phrase. For instance, that limiting belief may be, I don't belong here. Capture that limiting belief and let's turn it into an empowering phrase. I am grown from strong roots. Yes, God has already placed everything within me to get through this writing journey. So every time a limiting belief comes up, make sure that you capture it and that you replace it with an empowering phrase. Put that empowering phrase on a Post-it and place it somewhere where you can see it frequently. When those limiting beliefs start to creep up, that empowering phrase is staring right back at you to check your mindset, talk back positivity to you in order to shift your mindset. Now let's talk about strategy. The strategy that I teach when we're thinking about what to write is the power of one. When you have so many tasks that you need to accomplish, you can feel scattered. If you're trying to work in chapter 3 while simultaneously working in chapter 1 and then in chapter 2, you are scattered, you become overwhelmed, the chaos starts to set in, and then you begin to retreat. No writing, no forward movement. But if you focus on the power of one, your mind is focused on one thing. You are able to actually see your writing progress versus being scattered from chapter to chapter. So for instance, scholar, if you are writing your literature review, you are focusing on just that one chapter, your literature review. Then you're focusing on one section of your literature review. Then you are focusing on one task, and that is drafting a paragraph of your literature review for that section. And as you continue to follow that process, you will be able to see your progress and you will be able to focus your strategy. So you don't get in this loop of half done here and half done there. Now, scholar, let's talk about execution. When I teach my scholars about execution, we focus on the 3 W's. When will you write? Identifying the day and the time. Where will you write? Where are you the most productive with the least distractions? And building in the strategy in our execution, what is the one you will focus on? So remember, scholar, when you want to move away from trying to do all the things and be able to make progress, to move faster, it's important to focus on the 3 pieces of the puzzle: your mindset, your strategy, and your execution. Now, I hope this video gave you clarity. And if you want deeper guidance on those 3 pieces of the puzzle to move your writing forward, I got something for you. I created a mindset guide that you can grab completely free below. So glad you're here. Remember, you are not behind. You are building. You got this, scholar.